Right, this next soap is Shadow Show and will be released at the end of the month for Halloween and autumn. And this one is a deep yellow base with a black swirl, and it's just a really rich, very sophisticated blend, if I do say so myself. And you see those silicone things, they're amazing. I'm really happy with that. So, oh, hold on, door. Okay, sorry, that was just the postman. And bringing me my house supply order. I've only ordered Moondog this time, the perfume, because I ran out. And that took quite a while to get here this time. A couple of weeks. That was sent on July the 15th. It's the 1st of August today. But I think Portland's quite a few states over, so to get to us takes a while. Same as when I send stuff right over the East Coast. It takes weeks sometimes to get there, but it's just the way it is, I guess. Anyway, that's exciting. She's also sent a sample of a house amber, and it smells amazing. I just bought myself a bottle of amber oil, and I used some last night in my bath. I made up some bath salts for me with some tenfold vanilla and patchouli and amber, and oh, really, really, really nice. And I've just smelled her amber, and it's a really good scent. Really, really nice. It's her own blend, I think. I was looking at the website again the other day, and I noticed that it was there. I hadn't noticed. I didn't know she'd done her own amber, so that was, oh. And then I'm really chuffed that I've just got a sample of it, because it's a really, really nice scent. So I should probably go and buy some of that next time. And I was on the lookout last night for some wax tarts. I've got some from Sonia, and I really, really wanted some from Bloomfield Candle Company, but she's shut her Etsy at the moment, and she's closing down, so everything's going to be sold off. So that's a bit of a gutter, because I really liked her products. Just for, you know, a cheapy sort of treat for yourself off of Etsy. Bloomfield Candle Company was really quite good. I had her bubble bars, and I had, I think that's it actually, yeah, I just had the bubble bars. But I really wanted to try the wax tarts, but yeah, she's closing now, so she's going to sell off most of what she's got left, and then that's it. So I think it's always sad when companies that you find them and then they close down. It's just a pain, really. But there you go. It happens, and we just have to find other people. So if you know anybody that makes nice wax tarts, leave me a comment, because I'm on the lookout. I don't make things like that. I'd give it a go, but getting hold of all of the packaging and things like that, like in the UK, can be quite difficult. So you have to go to several different places to get each component, and I can't stand that, because that just means all the postage and then everything. You know, when you're trying to do your costings and work out how much you can charge and how much you might make, it just turns into a bit of a joke and a real job in itself. So I have that with soap anyway, you know, how many different companies you have to buy different ingredients from. I really wish there was just the one that I could get everything from, but there just isn't. So yeah, the calculations of how much a product costs just do my head in quite often. Just need another tray. It's like a day's work in itself, that kind of thing. You know, you've got to work out all your costings and things like that. It can take so long. It's not just about making soap, it's all everything else involved. Anyway, this is Shadow Show, and it's kind of a typical Halloween colouring, but I was going to use a purple and a black, and I thought I've done that before with an old soap called Lavender's Black that I bought out for last Halloween. So I didn't want anything to look the same. I wanted to, you know, do it fresh and new. So this has also got sort of like splashes on the top, along with a few calendula petals scattered in. But this blend is so amazing. It's got a patchouli oil, and it's also got a deep jammy plum scent. So it's like a fermented fruit scent, like very much sort of autumn, like plummy scent. It's really, really nice. And it's also got a black pomegranate scent. So the three mixed together is just really good. It's like a very mysterious scent, which I wanted for all of these things. So Shadow Show is again from the film Something Wicked This Way Comes. And then we've got one left from that theme to make, and I'm going to make that later on today. And that one is Dust Witch, which is a blend of sort of incense accords and different sort of, yeah, just quite different, weird kind of scents, but ones that really complement each other. So I'm looking forward to making all of these, and I'm just really happy that the fragrances that I have used haven't seized or acted up or gone freaky in the pot. Which is, there's nothing worse. I'm always on tenterhooks just thinking, you know, I've done my sort of test batches, but there was a couple. This one especially, I used a violet in this, in the first test batch, and this just turned to like soap on a stick pretty much almost straight away. And I kind of knew that's what it was. I thought it's got to be that because it's a floral. So I took that component out. Plus, when I finished making it and I smelled it, I didn't like it anyway. So cut it all on its side. Yeah, so I didn't get too stressed about making this one again because I knew that the violet was going to make a difference. And then all the descriptions of the other ones that I'd got to put into this soap all said that they didn't accelerate and they soaked beautifully, and they did. So it's just really good when that happens and you don't have any issues. It makes the soaping process a lot nicer and no sort of, you know, not stressful at all. I don't think there's anything worse than, you know, you're in the zone and you're making something and then all of a sudden the soap decides to go on you. It's just awful. Little tiny droplets in there. So yeah, that's why, like, really, I generally stick to essential oils because I know what I'm, you know, I just know what's going to happen. It's not going to ever change. But with this release and with the summer one, I wanted to have some more exotic scents, and it allows me to have a bit more fun when I can use some fragrance oils as well as the essential oils, and I find that the two mix quite nicely together depending on which, you know, what kind of blend you're after. But it takes a lot of research and a lot of sort of writing down my ideas and going back to them. And before I actually start to make the soap, I've probably got about 10 different lists of ideas, because every night I'll sit and take out another piece of paper and, you know, jot down my ideas for that day, and then at the end of it, it all sort of comes together and I take out the best elements of my ideas and put those together at the end. So it's a long process. It's not something like, you know, I don't just go to a website and pick an oil because I might like the scent of it. I'm trying to find what's already in my head rather than it being suggested to me, you know. I'm trying to find what I've already thought of, and it's not always easy because you have to go, I sort of buy sample bottles of fragrances just to see if the scent is right, and then I don't waste too much money. And then if it's the one, then I'll go ahead and buy the larger bottle. So yeah, it's a long process, but it's good. I do enjoy all the elements of, you know, doing this for a living, but sometimes it can just take so long to get something off the ground. And this one, I've been meaning to make these soaps for ages, but I haven't got round to it because I wasn't satisfied with what I'd come up with, apart from for probably 3 of them. And the last soap that I'm going to make for this release, and there's just going to be 4 different new scents out for this one. It just came last night when I was reading one of my herbs and incense and oils books. And yeah, I thought of it. I haven't got a name for it yet, but I've written a few things down, but it will come out at the end. So this one I'm cutting is called Shadow Show, and as I said, it's a dark black pomegranate. It's a deep jammy sticky plum mixed with a black patchouli, but the patchouli, it has got like a patchouli scent, this whole soap has, but it doesn't smell like that sort of dirty patchouli. It smells nothing like that. It's got a real fragrant, sort of sophisticated, upmarket, perfumey scent. So if you like the rich sort of perfumes, then you'll probably like this one quite a lot. I love it, I do. Absolutely love it. And Matt really likes this as well and thinks it's a really good scent. So, and he's a hard one to impress at times as well. He sort of goes to sniff something and he's already turned his nose up at it before he even knows what it smells like. And the only one he's never done that with is Heidi's soap from Body Goodies. He loves her soap, so I'm going to have to get in touch with her actually and get some more. She's just put a video up actually on her blog of a new machine. She's got like a huge soap mixer because I think, yeah, I've just watched it. She said it's £132 of soap made in one vat, and it's just amazing. So it's really good to see somebody doing so well after all the hard work, and she's now making it a lot easier for herself by getting the equipment. And I think that's what it all comes to. You know, the longer you go for, eventually you start to think, actually, I need to make this easier for myself, because you don't really want it to take over your entire life. It's nice to be doing this for a living, but you want to have a life at the end of the day, not like, you know, you don't want to be stood doing this all day, every day, without a breather. So I think that's it in the end, is all the equipment that you need. You have to put it into your business to get those things sorted. So my one is the tank. That's what I'm waiting for to get. And that's it really. I make quite, you know, these batches, I'm not really sure how many pounds it is, but they are 4 kilos. So you can work that out. But I get, you know, these are quite small batches in comparison, but they don't last long, so I end up having to remake quite often. But I quite like that about it, because it keeps me busy and keeps me having to always have something to do. So that's that. I've made a little mess there. So this one is Shadow Show, and these will be up on the website in about a month, at the end of August. And I'm going away at the end of the month with my mum. Well, in a couple of weeks I'm going away with my mum down south to town where she used to live, in Gosport in Hampshire. And there's a load of museums and sort of maritime museums and old ships down there, and it was where I got the inspiration for pirate soap, which Kia now has. And I'm going back there because it's amazing. The museums are really good, and the smells inside these old ships is just amazing. I love it. So we're going down there because my stepdad is doing some work down there. He's from Gosport, and we're going to go and pick him up. So we thought, well, when we go, we'll have a few days down there, because it's really nice beaches, and they're like shale beaches, but it's just got a nice feeling down there. I like it. So that's where we're going at the end of the month, and then when I get back, this lot shall go live. So stay tuned. The new website is FuturePrimitiveSoap.com. It's the same domain, but a new website. Let me know what you think. Okay, bye.